Hello there, folks, and welcome back. We're in day two of our current Nihongo journey. How's everyone doing here?
I think we're doing pretty good.
All right,
I'm going to speak on behalf of hopefully everyone.
the people. I'm kind of shocked. The last view. This is immediately the day following the last recording. That one has 40 views, which is a bigger audience than I would have thought we would have gotten from the get go. So you got
classroom.
Yeah, you got a whole class here, Bucko.
Awesome. So how we what are we doing today?
All right. We're picking back up with our homework answers here from the previous time. I'm trying to decide if I want to pull up my own sheet to compare, contrast, and discuss, or just kind of display them here and move right along. What are your thoughts?
I think you absolutely should.
Okay.
I mean, I think it would also be nice if we just quickly went through it.
Yeah, that way
on sheet too.
I think that's true. Let me see. I ended up not directly doing the scanner route because my printer was fighting me, as they tend to do. And I ended up doing it over a OneNote, which should make it fairly straightforward to do this. You'll just have to bear my scribbles every now and then. But here we go here.
Out of curiosity, does there happen to be a blank version that you could pull up?
Yeah, I would just need to go to the day one slide, which is 100% doable.
Because I feel like if you had that on a different screen, and we can go through it here and then check and compare.
Yeah, hold up. I'm trying to figure out what the idealized way to screen mirror this is. These PDFs are not particularly responsive. They kind of are what they are. Shoot, I think I have like the entire screen mode activated right now. Let's see if that's palatable. Maybe if I hide this, is that an option?
I think if you hit the three horizontal lines in the top left, that will hide
the old hamburger menu. I think that's a little better.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's give that a go. Also, it's probably helpful because I feel like when I'm writing something out by hand, I get super self-conscious about the quality of my handwriting because I'm just looking at typed fonts all day. So it's probably helpful to see another somewhat beginner see how they're writing things out.
Straight up, it's not like my hiragana handwriting's any better. Not gonna lie.
Good. That's of comfort to me. All right, I think I saw one of my old roommates. He's a native speaker, and I saw some of his handwriting, and I was like, oh, thank God. Okay. I'm like, they're not all just literal printers. All right. So for first option here, B-san wa kochira wa Yamada-san desu, and I went with hajimemashite, Yamada-san desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu, which I think feels correct.
Yeah. Do you mind reading that first line again?
B-san kochira wa Yamada-san desu.
I think there's still some wa insertion muscle memory there because you went B-san wa kochira wa Yamada-san desu.
I did do that. I did, didn't I? Huh? Yeah. This is an interesting thing for me to work on, I guess. Mysterious. All right. 2. Watashi wa Tokyo Daigaku blank gakusei desu. Tokyo Daigaku no gakusei desu is what I want. The possessive no, if you will. 3. A-san starts. Sometimes it's just hard to follow the structure of what's going on here, but A and B different characters. A, korera, kore wa blank desu ka? Went with none here. B, tabureto desu. So it's like, what's that? That's a tablet, dog. All right, 4. A-san, kore wa ice coffee desu ka? B, hai, so desu. A, kore blank kohi desu ka? What with mo being also. B, hai, so desu. All right.
Would it be helpful if you said like the whole thing, including the answer?
I think probably. I do kind of have to stop myself. But yeah, it'll probably flow more naturally.
Like, これもコーヒーですか?
Yeah. Okay. 5. A-san. これはボールペンですか? B. いえ、ボールペンじゃありません。シャープペンです. Which, this word.
Pen.
I'm guessing that's a Sharpie? Yeah, that's interesting to me. Should I just straight up look that up?
I got you.
Okay.
You want to keep going?
Yeah. All right. This one we have a little shift in format here. A starts off, and so there's a corresponding diagram to these. A-san. B-san. それは何ですか? B. これはプレゼンの資料です. Not to be confused with the other slide where they have a present. This one being a presentation, which is
Yep, good catch.
Yeah, that was tricky on me. はい、どうぞ。これは何ですか? B. プレゼントです。あれはタブレットです。And they're looking at this guy who's far off.
タブレットです。
タブレットです。
Going back to the previous thing, the sharp pen seems to be a mechanical pencil.
Like a sharp pen?
I guess.
Interesting. Eternally sharp.
From
bro.
sharp pencil.
Just like my boy's brain, you know what I'm saying? My boy eternally sharp. He a sharp pencil. He's the sharpest tool in the shed.
As they say.
As they say. Somebody once told me. All right, looking at this next batch. Yeah, we've got like this batch of information here, and they're asking questions about the individuals. So we've got Yamada-san wa gakusei desu ka? And Yamada-san is indeed a student. Hai, gakusei desu. And then for 2, wait, am I losing myself? Yeah, these are the other answers. Okay. I was like, wait, is this a third person talking? Why would they say that? Okay. Question 2. Tanaka-san, gakusei desu ka? Tanaka is this business fellow over here. B. Ie, gakusei ja arimasen. 3. Yamada-san wa gakusei desu. Anna-san mo gakusei desu ka? We got Anna over here, also a student. Hi. Anna-san mo gakusei desu. 4. Tanaka-san wa kaishain desu. Sato-san mo kaishain desu ka? Ie, kaishain ja arimasen. This answer I have a little lower here.
はい、正解です。よくできました。
Oh, すげえな. All right. So that's our day 1 homework. Let's move on into the day 2 sections then. I'm gonna open up with some of that hiragana. Oh, this should come back to full screen now. Let me make that a little easier on them eyes for my TV viewers. Let me lower that just a tad because that was coming a little hot before, if I recall. Actually, hold on. Let me back up. This is sa, shi, su, se, and so. That's our first batch of the day.
Sa. Sa. Shi. しす
I think it's really funny how like mnemonics can really stick with you because I don't think I'll ever forget the one for Sue. The way it was introduced to me is that it's like top-down view of like a boxer giving like a right jab and just going like.
That's interesting. The one I've got involves like a superhero flying, and it's like his cape kind of coming out behind him.
Oh, that's a cape.
Yeah,
that's kind of rad.
I would like to see this boxer version.
So.
Available on the App Store if you're choosing, as long as you're not using a Microsoft phone, you dying animal. All right. So this is Tachi Suteto. No. All right, let's fire that one up.
Ta.
Oh, the song called Moonside.
This music's actually cracking me up. This is like the only places they have it. Why is this so exciting?
Yeah, I don't. It would be better if there was less of a contrast between the voice being pretty deadpan and the music going pretty hard.
But maybe if they had someone playing like a kodo in the background or something.
Tsu. Tsu. Te.
Man, are you inspired?
Te.
Very.
To.
Like at the very least, it woke me up.
I feel that.
To.
Read, write, and remember the words to live by. All right. Let us move along then. We've got our vocab for the day. Can I dismiss this? How do I do that? That'll do. All right. Ryori for cooking or cuisine. This seems to be a fun food-based little adventure we're about to get ourselves into.
I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I'm maybe kind of hungry.
Forgive me. I was a little delayed today. That was part of it. My bad.
I'm just bad at eating.
Understand. Karaage for fried chicken. Hopefully you've had the luxury of being able to get some of that wherever you live. It's quite good. Toriniku, being chicken, is quite literally bird meat, which is fun. Niku just is meat in and of itself. We'll probably see it show up in quite a few forms.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny, you pointed this out in the first video you did for this. Toriniku does mean the meat, because the bird, or not the bird for chicken, the word for chicken is something slightly different. It's
Yeah. I do recall this. All right. Supu for soup. It's a loan word there. Zashi for magazine. They haven't brought up the pronunciation rules for this. I don't think just yet. But when you've got this small like su here, besides something, you kind of like. It's different than a longer vowel sound. It's almost like a pause. Like it'd be like zashi kind of. You could probably do it a little more naturally.
Yeah, the way it's usually described is that it's like a double consonant. So if you split up the Romaji spelling of it, like the Z-A-S-S-H-I, it's almost as if you're pronouncing it like zashi. There's like zashi. a double shi in there a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, keep that in mind. I'm sure. I hope it'll come up on its own. Oh, my mouse froze there for a second. Got a little concerned. Yasai for vegetables. You know that Miku Miku vegetable song. They bring that word up. Kuruma for car. Tonkatsu for pork cutlet. Butaniku for pork meat. Maybe here we got the niku and the buta separated. Would you use buta for a pig broadly, or is that specifically like a pig that's gonna get eaten?
I believe so.
Okay, I didn't know if they had like the same kind of like pig versus pork separation that we do like in English.
Yeah. I think that's what the Niku does.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, yeah, you're going to town on that, boy. Niku for meat in and of itself. Gyu niku for beef. We got that meat cow. And then gyudon for a beef bowl. The don suffix, it either makes me think about mobsters or dinosaurs. Oh, we got that and that nice dinosaur meat. Very good. Got a few more coming in here. Hito for person. Kyokasho for textbook. It's kind of unfair that they bring out the Romanized stuff or the katakana already. Pen case for pen case. With this su, you would still have like a vowel sound here, wouldn't you?
You'd still probably just say
pen case. Okay. Keitai for mobile phone. I've seen quite a few different linguistic choices for smartphone. Would you say that like smaho would be what you would use in day-to-day life more often than not?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, keitai is definitely more formal.
Is that like more literal, like a mobile device or something? I don't know how to break this guy down. I don't know what it's doing there.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head from the kanji itself, but generally speaking, if there's like a very Japanese word for something and then another word that means the same thing, but it's like a loan word, that's usually just a difference of like formality. So if you're in a more formal setting, you would probably say keitai, but you just normally, you would definitely be saying like smaho.
Okay. All right, we got casa for umbrella. Mikasa, Sukasa, you know. Attack on Titan type Mikasa. That's my umbrella. Sakana for fish. Sarada for salad. Noto for notebook. And kagi for keys. I've like my mnemonic for key in and of itself involves a key. So that's kind of a convenient word for this to play out with. We're not done just yet. We got some numbers coming up here. 100 hyaku, 200 ni hyaku, 300 sanbyaku, 400 yonhyaku, not shi hyaku, no. 500 go hyaku, 600 ropyaku, 700 nanahyaku, 800 hapyaku, another selection here. 900 kyuhyaku, and 1000 sen, like our girl from Spirited Away. And then there's a PDF out here for this is a printable sheet, but otherwise that's the vocab in and of itself. Anything you want to point out here?
Yeah, so if you can zoom in on the 300 there.
Yeah.
Sometimes what you'll notice is that if there's like an N consonant that transitions to like an B sound to it, like in here, or a P sound, a lot of times you'll hear it, the N as like a M as a Mary sound.
Yeah.
So you could also say this is like sambyaku.
Is that just like a dialectical kind of choice? Not one wrong over the other?
Yeah, I think it just comes from a case of it like transitioning more natural to the closed lip sound of like P's and B's, right? Okay. So you're not like san byaku. It's just you're already done san byaku.
Okay.
I don't know if the mic illustrated that really well, but I think that's the idea. Because like, funny enough, you'll see in a lot of like translations, especially in older anime, like senpai gets
Yes.
written out in English differently. But technically they're both fine. But I feel like you're probably going to be hearing the M sound like senpai more often than not.
It's kept me up at night. I've wondered this eternally, you know? All right. Also wanted to point out, I'm pretty sure this is a smaller ya here, which hopefully they bring up soon. But other than that,
And then the 800 is another
yeah.
example of the double consonant.
Yes.
Of the hop
Byaku.
byaku.
Yeah, I feel like I get confused because the way that it gets described is generally the emphasized consonant. But at least when people illustrate it, I always, and it's probably just a case of it being exaggerated there. But it does feel like it's like a pause to me. But whatever works for you to internalize that. Hapyaku. All right. Day 2, lesson 1. Thinking about what to order. Nani o cho. Is that cho? Chu? Chumon? Chu. Chumon suru ka kangaeru?
はい。はい。
はい。
何を注文するか考える。
Kangaeru. Okay. Restaurant. Basho for location. And then this one's a direct loan. Restaurant. Characters. Let's see if I can, because this is the same word as yesterday. Tojo jinbutsu.
はい。はい。正解です。
Okay. We've got study abroad student, Ryu Gakusei, and our Yamada-san, our university student, Yamada-san Dai Gakusei. I got off because of split lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
山田さん大学生。
Okay. And new words for this lesson, these are coming from that vocab. We have Ryu Gakusei for study abroad student, Karaage for fried chicken, Ryori for cuisine, Toriniku for that chicken meat, Tori for chicken or bird by itself, Niku for meat. I'm gonna come in with the English for that Hatsune Niku, and let's roll it.
山田さん、これは何ですか？
それは唐揚げです。
何の料理ですか？
鶏肉の料理です。
Alright, once more.
山田さん、これは何ですか？
それは唐揚げです。
何の料理ですか？
鶏肉の料理です。
Toriniku no ryori desu.
Them asking the question makes so much more sense when you see it in Japanese, because it's so funny. Like, that is fried chicken. What kind of food is that? It's chicken.
It's chicken. You heard about that one? It's kind of obscure.
Yeah, but if you don't know what karaage is, that is a legitimate question to ask.
Yeah, it's interesting. I hadn't thought about that breakdown. All right. Note, in this case, no explains what noun 2 is about. And before we even try and break that down, let's have the audio play.
これは何の料理ですか？鶏肉の料理です。
Okay. So what kind of dish is this? And could you explain like when you would use ryori just to help break that down? Because it seems like it's kind of like a dish and also like genre of food, if you will.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what it is. Like in this case, I think like it makes sense to say ryori because it's in response to the question.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it just means like cooking or dish or cuisine. It's kind of a very encapsulating word.
Gotcha. Okay, I feel like I usually see it like alongside like a country's name to be like that's Chinese food, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess you can describe a chicken dish as well. All right, and here's that first slide with the business remove. Blank wa nan no blank desu ka? What kind of blank is blank? Blank is a blank. No desu. All right. I think that's all I got for this guy.
If you don't have any questions, I don't know what else to explain.
Yeah, I think this one is one of the lighter lifts, thankfully. All right. Repetition time. Nan no ryori desu ka? What type of dish is this? Toriniku no ryori desu. It's a chicken dish. And let's play that out.
何の料理ですか？
Nan no ryori desu ka?
鶏肉の料理です。
Toriniku no ryori desu. All right. Short and sweet. Very good. How to use this lesson. Remembering the conversation you've learned so far. Listen and respond to the teacher. You'll hear the correct answers after each pause. Keep practicing until you get the correct answer. All right. I'm gonna come in with Japanese subs initially, and we'll see how we do.
これは何のスープですか？
Yasai soup desu.
野菜のスープです。
No.
Yasai no. Okay, wasn't sure if it was the vegetables soup.
これは何の雑誌ですか？
Kuruma no zashi desu.
車の雑誌です。スープ、
Soup.
これは何のスープですか？
Oh, I was.
野菜のスープです。雑誌、
これは何の雑誌ですか？
これは何の雑誌ですか？車の雑誌です。
And on that.
Real quick.
Yeah,
Or
go ahead.
Sorry.
Shoot. You go.
Okay. So when we're talking about the small tsu being involved, people probably won't mishear you, but one thing to keep in note is that like there is that double consonant sound. So you'd be saying like zashi versus just saying zashi,
Yeah.
which is remaining an idle spectator.
Interesting.
People
Okay.
probably will understand what you're saying, but just for the sake of pronunciation, that could be very literally taken if you don't include that extra little consonant sound in between
Gotcha.
the two.
Noted. Okay. This is this literally this? Because this is like a listening or ear related kanji, right?
It's this one for like kiku, so it's asking like or saying kite kudasai.
Okay. All right. Because I was immediately confused as to like what the intended response was on that like second variant. But I think we're okay. Let us move along. There are 4 of these lessons this time. Thinking of what to order. Nani o chumon suru ka. Shoot, this is the same one as earlier. Kangaeru.
Kangaeru, hai.
Kangaeru. Let me do that one more time. Nani o chumon. Is that chumon is correct? Okay. Suru ka kaeru. No. Kangaeru. Okay.
And the words before that, it is. I thought you were saying ka. It is suruka.
Suruka. Okay.
Kangaeru
Suruka
instead of ga there.
kangaeru. Okay. Yeah. These little dot modifiers. Ka versus ga. Okay. Okay, yeah, Mike probably won't pick up on that super greatly. But yes. We're still in the restaurant. We still got the same cast, study abroad student and the university student. Ryugakusei and Daigakusei. Alright, let's do English first, because it's a new skit.
その料理は何ですか？
とんかつです。豚肉の料理です。
そうですか。この肉は何の肉ですか？
牛肉です。
そうですか。 じゃあ私はこれにします。
All right. Let's play that again. I feel like the language at the end there is a little tricky. Let's go.
その料理は何ですか？
とんかつです。豚肉の料理です。
そうですか。この肉は何の肉ですか？
牛肉です。
そうですか。じゃあ私はこれにします。
Kore ni shimasu. Is that like I'm doing this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. New words here. Kono for this. Sono for that. Tonkatsu, pork cutlet. Butaniku, pork meat. Buta for pork. Niku for meat. Gyu niku for beef. Gyu for cow. Ja for then. And kori ni shimasu. I'll choose this one. Is that how you, if you were sending a Pikachu out into battle, would you tell it like that and be like, I choose you? Here we go.
I'm not sure. I haven't played Pokemon in Japanese yet.
Interesting.
I guess something a little bit different, but
Okay.
maybe.
All right. Continuing. Oh man, here we go. There's 4 in this one. All right, let's see. Does this audio correlate
そ
with
の
the
料理
second?
は何ですか？とんかつです。
It's interesting to me that like the thing that's being specified here is negotiable, right? You may not need it. So we have the sono kono kind of relationship going on here, right? And then I'm trying not just being like the what is this?
Yep.
And tonkatsu just for like the item itself.
Yeah.
What is this just means vocab? Was that right?
It is a question word.
Question word.
Like,
Okay.
That is the grammatical term for like a question word. I don't even know what that's called in English, grammatically speaking. I just call them question words. I'm sure there's something more technical, but that's what that is.
All right.
Similar to like doko of like where.
Okay.
That's also a gimonshi.
Interesting. Okay. Let's see what slide 3 has. Oh, I have a pen. I have an apple. Is that where we're at? This apple, kono ringo being apple, that near you. Okay, yeah, they are kind of going into this more than they did last time. That's good. That near you, sono ringo, that apple over there, ano ringo.
Yeah, and like we were saying in the previous episode thing, if you whatever you want to call it, this has the same relationship with like kore, sore, and are.
Yeah.
Use them in the same way.
Okay, we got this thing, kono, that thing, sono, and that thing, ano. That thing over there.
Oh, over there.
Way over yonder, if you will. Hither, thither, and over yonder. Okay. Alright. A little more repetition time. Sono ryori wa nan desu ka? What is that dish? Tonkatsu desu. It's pork cutlet, baby. Kono niku wa nan no niku desu ka? What type of meat is that? Gyu niku is beef. Yeah. Alright. Coming in Japanese. Let's go.
その料理は何ですか？
その料理は何ですか？
とんかつです。
とんかつです。
この肉は何の肉ですか？
この肉は何の肉ですか？
牛肉です。
牛肉です。Alright, that's it on this guy. The like what kind of meat question feels kind of awkward to say. Would that be an awkward sentence in real life too, just because of the implicit relationship with the meat?
I mean, if you don't know what it is, I feel like it's a fair question. Because, like, imagine if it's all just like slathered in like a thick soy sauce looking thing. I probably wouldn't be able to immediately tell between, like sometimes between chicken and pork.
Okay.
I don't know. Something like that.
This meat, bro. What meat is this? Okay, yeah. That's not too weird. Okay. Continuing. All right, here we've got this, that kind of demonstration. This looks new, so I'm gonna give the English treatment first.
この料理は何ですか？とんかつです。その料理は何ですか？とんかつです。
That's kind of cute.
あの料理は何ですか？とんかつです。
Well, she's like just like leaning towards the camera, like, did you get all that?
Yeah, this is an interesting phase. Like, you see what I've done here. All right, once more.
この料理は何ですか？とんかつです。その料理は何ですか？とんかつです。あの料理は何ですか？とんかつです。
Tonkatsu desu. All right. This, that, and that over there. Okay. And this is practice, and it looks like the same footage, so we'll just come in over here.
料理。
この料理は何ですか？
この料理は何ですか？牛丼です。料理。
その料理は何ですか？
その料理は何ですか？とんかつです。
All right. Very good.
This might seem kind of silly, but you can honestly just like point to random things in your room just to practice using like sore, kore, and are. If you want, just being like, are wa so and so, sore wa so and so, kore wa, you know, just to get reps in.
Yeah.
It might feel silly sometimes, but sometimes you just gotta
You just
do
gotta get the
things
reps
yourself.
in. Makes
Yeah.
sense. If you want to be a strong boy, you want to be strong, right?
Gotta be strong.
All right. Lesson 3. Asking someone about a person you don't know. Shiranai hito ga dare ka kiku? Or is that saku?
Kiku, hi.
Okay, kiku. Sometimes, because like the font separation here, I second guess myself. Or lack of separation in this one, I would say. Party. Straight up, we got the party. There's a bit in Nacho Libre where they talk about like, I am singing at the party. Kind of have the same kind of elongation here, if you will. I don't know. This is a weird non sequitur in my
I
mind.
didn't know Jack Black was Japanese.
Jack Black loves Japan, I guess. That's why he's playing Steve. Classic Japanese game,
God,
Minecraft. All right. Characters, Takahashi-san, and Tanaka-san. They're like the most classic Japanese names, I feel like.
Every textbook's got them.
Yeah, you gotta have a Tanaka-san in there. English first, let's go.
田中さん、あの人は誰ですか？
佐藤さんですよ。
すみませんが、紹介してくれませんか？
はい。
All right, once again.
田中さん、あの人は誰ですか？
佐藤さんですよ。
すみませんが、紹介してくれませんか？
はい。
All right. I'm wondering. Oh, I didn't mean to activate my calendar like that. Stop it. Do they break down the last bit? I feel like they have a pattern of like having a spicier sentence right at the end and then being like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, that last bit definitely comes in much later in this program.
Okay. Ano hito, that person over there. You know the one. Hito for person. Dare desu ka? Who is? Dare for who. Sato-san for our boy Sato. We got the kind of like to and u kind of combination over there. Sumimasen. I'm sorry, but that might be one of your most used words if this is your first time. Or sumimasen ga, excuse me.
はい。
Yeah. Shokai, introduce. We got the yo situation. That yo. Hyo. All right. Moving along. All right. So let's go right into this guy.
あの人は誰ですか？佐藤さんです。
All right. Ano plus noun refers to a thing or person far from both the speaker and the listener. Not a new idea that's being introduced here, thankfully. Ano hito wa dare desu ka? Who is that person over there? That person over there is Sato-san. Ano hito wa Sato-san desu. And then any new information here? Not particularly.
Yeah, just same ideas, just with a different question.
Yeah. He's modular. Language is like that. You can swap things in. All right, and here's the same bit, but this time with our repetition in there.
あの人は誰ですか？
Ano hito wa dare desu ka?
佐藤さんですよ。
Sato-san desu yo. When would you use like desu yo versus just a des? Is it like a confidence thing?
Not exactly. A lot of times when you use "you'll," it's can be used to either like correct someone or how do I put it? So what I want to get across is that it can be kind of rude sometimes, especially if someone's just like genuinely asking a question. Like I feel like in this sense, to me personally, it would make more sense for her to say "Sato-san desu yo." Excuse me. If like whoever's asking it has like met them before, and it's like, didn't you know that's Sato?
Oh,
You know
it's
what I
got
mean?
kind of like that like push-up glasses energy too. Like, huh, don't you know that's Sato?
Kinda, yeah.
Like academic correction energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like if you want to be careful about it, it's probably fair to just not say "you'll" when answering questions, because in the wrong instances you might come across as rude.
I suppose as a foreigner, more often than not, you're not gonna be the one hitting someone with a yo.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, interesting. I'm glad I asked. Continue. All right. Remembering the conversation you've learned so far, listen and respond to the teacher. You'll hear the correct answers after each pause. Keep practicing until you get the answers correct. All right. Let's keep it like that. Let's see what we got.
あの人は誰ですか？
Yamada-san desu yo? We know him at this point, right?
山田さんです。
Damn. Ano hito wa dare desu ka?
あの人は誰ですか？山田さんです。
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't think anything to discuss here. Let's keep
Moving
groove.
right along. What else they got?
But lesson 4, that's the one, baby. Mochi ne? Is this ne? Ne or nu?
New.
Nu. Mochi nu shio kiku?
Hey.
Okay. Mochi nu shio. Can you say that for me?
Yeah. Mochinushi o kiku.
Mochi nushi o kiku. All right. Classroom. Is this a su or an u, Jimmy?
It'll be u.
Okay. Kyoshitsu classroom. Is that right? Kyoshitsu?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kyoshitsu.
Kyoshitsu. All right. We've got teacher, sensei, study abroad student, ryugakusei, university student, daigakusei, familiar cast. The words getting dressed here. Sayonara, goodbye. Choto for a moment. Mate for wait or hold on. Kyokasho for textbook. Watashi no for mine. I don't think, has this even gone over like watashi yet? Feels strange to consider that that might not be a thing yet.
I think it has. I don't remember though.
Okay. Pen kesu for pencil case. Ie for no. Kyo tsukete for take care. I feel like this is one of those phrases that you hear often in media, but is like kind of audibly difficult to break down. But it's not particularly complex, I think, if you see it written down. Every now and then this happens to me.
I definitely had a moment when I first learned this, or like that's how it was broken down and spelled and stuff, when I was just like, that's what it was?
That's what it was. There's just like a lot of consonants there. Well, it's kind of crunchy. Kyotsukete. But yeah. And kudasai for please. All right. So English first, new content. Let's give it a whirl.
先生さよな
さよ
ら。
なら。あ、ちょっと待って。これは誰の教科書ですか？
すみません、私のです。
このペンケースもリンさんのですか？
いいえ、それはキムさんのです。キムさん、ペンケース。
は
すみません。
い。気をつけてくださいね。
はい。
Man, I kind of felt like I was getting told on there. I felt a little nostalgic about getting in trouble in school in there. Like, is this yours?
Yeah, getting your attention was really accusatory. It felt
Yeah.
like.
Who would leave a book such as this here?
Yeah.
All right. Let's play it again.
先生さよな
さよな
ら。
ら。あ、ちょっと待って。これは誰の教科書ですか？
すみません、私のです。
このペンケースもリンさんのですか？
いいえ、それはキムさんのです。キムさん、ペンケース。
は
すみません。
い。気をつけてくださいね。
はい。
Hi.
I
All right. Moving along. We got
これは
4 slides of grammar here. Let's hop
こ
into
れ
the
は
second.
誰の教科書ですか？私の教科書です。
Whose textbook is this? And that is my textbook. What's going on in the
これ
course?
は
No, there is another use of no. Here it explains who owns a noun to. Blank is blank's blank, bro.
it looks like an emoji in the bottom there.
I see it. Yeah, kinda,
これは誰の教科書ですか？
これは誰の教科書ですか？それは私の教科書です。This is my textbook. Then we've got third.
このペンケースも A さんのですか？
Let's go to the fourth.
このペンケースも A さんのですか？ B さんのです。
Is this
So there's a
A-Sun's?
lot of parentheses going on here.
Yeah.
This was like actually shown in yesterday's lesson as well, but this is another example of just omitting information that's kind of redundant. So like in this one, it's the idea is that we've already asked if something belongs to someone, so we're already referring to them. It's like このペンケースも A さんのですか? Or I guess like the idea is we've already asked about the pen case.
Yeah.
It makes a little bit more sense in context, but it's in parentheses because it can be omitted. Well, I guess it's because we're talking about A-san. So if
Like
you're like
the-
holding it. Oh, they say it in N1. It's right there. Never mind. I can't read.
このペンケースも
But yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So in this
yeah,
case,
because you can just drop it since you've already said it.
yeah, it's been brought up. It's a known entity. Okay. Anything else to note here? You think before I move along?
That's all I've got.
Okay. I don't feel too troubled.
I feel like
by this
having it. Okay, that's good. Like having it just laid out here instead of in like the fuller conversation makes it a little bit more confusing. Like,
Yeah, I
visually
do think
a little bit going on,
one.
but
I think this is a dense visual for something that doesn't feel particularly complex. But
Mhm.
yeah.
yeah, because the whole idea is just to reduce redundancy.
Yeah. Okay. The focus of this repetition is on these 4 sentences. これは誰の教科書ですか? Who does this textbook belong to? 私のです. It is mine. このペンケースもリンさんのですか? Is this pencil case also yours? リンさん? それはキムさんのです. It is Kim-san's. All right.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to show how and where things can be omitted when you're looking at the full conversation
Yeah.
here versus the last couple of slides.
Yeah, it does feel more natural than not, I think. All right, let's give this boy a whirl.
これは誰の教科書ですか？
Oh man, shoot! I was blindsided a bit. I'm sorry.
これは誰の教科書ですか？
これは誰の教科書ですか? I had to read that. It comes out kind of quick. これは誰の教科書ですか?
私のです。
私のです。
このペンケースもリンさんのですか？
ペンケースもリンさんのですか? このペンケースもリンさんのですか?
それはキムさんのです。
いえ、それはキムさんのです。It is interesting because like the actual like repeat pause because it's auto-generated subtitles I assume doesn't necessarily keep that there, which I don't know if they have a preference if you're reading this out versus fully working off of just your mental RAM. But yeah.
Yeah. The other thing that's happening in this exercise as well is just practicing using the mo particle and like swapping it in for wa, because we're also asking like, is this also so and so's stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. There's some moving parts in here. Okay. Practice. Remembering the conversation you've learned so far. Listen and respond to the teacher. You'll hear the correct answers after each pause. Keep practicing until you get the answers correct. All right. Let us try Japanese only. There's a chance I might need English here, but we'll see.
これは誰のですか？
私のです。
私のです。
What am I asking whose umbrella is that?
I believe so.
これは何の傘ですか? Would I use sono? Because it's a little
Probably, yeah.
Okay. そのは何の傘ですか?
So sono is using the no particle to show possession or like description, right? So you're describing that umbrella over there if you're using sono. So it would be like sono kasa wa.
Okay, その傘は何の傘ですか?
And we're asking whose umbrella it is.
あれは誰の傘ですか？
Got it. Okay.
山田さんのです。
Yamada-san. Let me do that one more time. Let me see written out. あれは誰の傘ですか? あれは
Yeah, and this is actually, if you can keep those subtitles right there, what they were doing earlier is instead of using are, they would say like, ano kasa wa dare no desu ka? Since we've already said kasa as within the first subject. It's just an alternative way of saying the same thing. So,
Okay.
just another thing to keep in mind, yeah.
Interesting. あれは何の傘ですか？
あれは誰の傘ですか？
誰？
山田さんのです。
山田さんのです。Okay. And then we've got upcoming homework, and that'll do it for day 2. Any closing thoughts for us, Zimbabwe?
We did it. Day
We
2.
did
No, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Thank you for listening, folks. You have a great one.